the University of Kentucky with our women's tennis team, we've identified 9 core values that we want to be what people see when they look at us. When they come play us, when they leave, we want them to be able to see these things. If you watch us practice today, we hope that you would identify these 9 things as what we are at our very core. And those 9 things are accountability, discipline, mental toughness, positive attitude, respect, responsibility, sportsmanship, servant leadership, and integrity. What we try to teach them is that character choices have to be made before they're necessary. So we ask them in a very quiet moment to decide what it is that they want to be, what kind of a young woman they want to be, and then manage that choice when the situations call for a choice to be made, so that they don't have to decide what they are in a big spot, in a big situation, but they've already decided what kind of person they want to be, and they just manage that choice for the rest of their life.
Discipline is having focused attention and focused effort. That means when we're on the tennis court, having all of your attention focused on the tennis and doing well in tennis. And then when you're in the classroom, having all of your attention focused on whether it be math class or English class, or having all your attention in it. But you can't do it at the same time, but you can do both well. You can go and hit extra serves if you want, and that's discipline. You can you have to show it by showing up on time, by getting the proper rest, getting the proper diet before a match. I think you can use discipline in almost any area of tennis right now. I think discipline will help you as an adult because you use all the skills that you've learned through tennis and academics to help you with life after college, and like having a job and having a family and having kids. So I think you can use all the skills that we've learned in almost anything in life.
As a team, accountability is one of our 9 core values, and we see accountability as being important because basically every action that we do, we realize reflects either the university, our coaches, our teammates, or just everyone in our organization as a whole. So we make sure that we go into doing things with a purpose and that we're responsible for our actions. We also hold each other accountable because we know that each and every action that we do has a positive or negative influence on the team in some way. Accountability has certainly helped us be better student athletes, but after we're done playing tennis, it'll definitely help us to be better employees, to be accountable to the work that needs to be done, to our bosses, also even as parents, just being there for our children, and just in our day-to-day lives, just making sure that we take responsibility for our actions and that we do them knowing that they reflect who we are as people.
Integrity is a moral and a value that I'm trying to establish in myself, and every girl on the team is, and it's something that goes much further beyond the University of Kentucky. It is something that will help me with my job, with my family, with my friends later in life. It will always be there. I think it helps me to be a respected athlete, and respect is something that's very important to me, and adhering to calling my lines honestly, shaking somebody's hand after we're done with the match, whatever it might be, holding another person on my team to a high standard. I think that gains respect for me personally as an athlete and for everybody on our team.
For me, sportsmanship is just being gracious when you lose. I think a person that has good sportsmanship shows respect for their opponents. I think they show respect for the people who are watching them compete. I think they show respect for the athletic department or that they represent. Just knowing that there's something more than tennis, and just being a good example for other people, and also knowing that I represent something or someone, and that I have to do that to the best of my ability every single day.
Mental toughness allows you to keep trying, even in very difficult situations, and you never lose confidence out of it. You always succeed to get even stronger. Mental toughness is very important in tennis. I think it could be like maybe 90% of sports, because every game, every practice, we have something wrong, and we have always to go over it, keep trying, and never give up. And I really think it's going to be very important for me in my future too, when I will get a job, be a mom, have a family, because you can't give up in those cases too.
I really feel like a positive attitude helps me on the court, because there are so many instances, all the time where I'm faced with challenges that could bring me down, whether it's a long-term injury or I missed a backhand. And having a positive attitude really helps me overcome these things, and I think that it's One of the biggest things if you want to be successful on the court is having a positive attitude. I also believe that having a good attitude helps me in the classroom. There are, again, a lot of instances in school where you can get overwhelmed just because as a student athlete you don't have a lot of spare time, and if you look at all the work you have, you might get a little overwhelmed. So having a great attitude helps me take things one at a time, one assignment at a time, and also helps me succeed in the classroom.
Respect is to value others as a person. We have to accept our differences, but it doesn't mean that we have to agree. We just have to be thoughtful and appreciate what others' opinion and thought is.
Basically, every day we try to incorporate servant leadership on the court and off the court, either through community service or by setting an example for our teammates. If we come in and work hard, then it'll encourage our teammates to work hard also. And so basically, we're just leading by serving, and that's a good way to live your life.
Responsibility means being dependable for any task that I've been given and to be able to complete that task. Responsibility, I have a responsibility as a UK athlete to represent myself in a certain way, and as one of the oldest on the team, I have a responsibility to set an example how I'm supposed to behave on and off the court, and I also have a responsibility to my coaches, being grateful for the opportunity that's been given to me. I also have the responsibility to my family, my former coaches, and everyone that's helped me get to where I am today and mold me into the person that I am today as well. The responsibilities that I've learned at UK will prepare me in life because I know whatever situations that come my way or that I'm faced with later on in life, I know that I'll be able to handle them. And whether it's in a job situation or interpersonal relationships, responsibility is a huge key to success.